tip here and the white tip there. Now, the reason for the white tips is to separate the ends from the centre. I get worse. Look, it clicks on my hand, look at that. It can't fall down. Got my finger there. A solid one. We've managed in front of your very eyes. Here's a quick joke. What was it? Oh, yes. There was in the jungle, and there's a hyena. You know, a hyena. And he's talking to this monkey. And he said to this monkey, he said, you see that little passage, that little thing down there, a little narrow. He said, just down there, he said, you see those big clump of trees and bushes? And this monkey said, yes. He said, well, I go home that way every night. He said, I don't have to. But, you know, it's a short cut for me, I go home. He said, but every time I get to that bunch of trees there, this lion jumps out and throws me all over the place. He said, I don't know why he picked on me. All the time he keeps throwing me about, bash me about. He said, and then he goes. You know, he thinks it's funny, you know what I mean? So, this monkey said, I know what you mean. He said, well, I tell you what, he said, I'll come over here tonight. You know, he said, to protect you. So he said, would you? He said, yes. So they shook hands on it. Nothing in writing, just shake it, they shook it. And they started walking down towards these clump of trees. See? I can't help laughing, I know what's coming next. And he got down to this clump of trees, and he was just going to turn like that, and this lion jumped out and got this hyena and went boom, boom, boom. And this monkey went right up the tree. And left him there, looking at him like that. And he was looking at him like that. And all of a sudden this lion went boom, boom, and left this hyena on his back like that. He may have been like that, no, he's like that. And then the monkey came down and was standing beside him. And this hyena's like that. And he looks up at this monkey, he said, what happened? He said, I thought you were going to help me. He said, well, I was, he said, but when I looked down, he said, you were laughing so much, I thought you were winning.
The Unpredictable Genius. The Life of Tommy Cooper. Tommy Cooper, a name synonymous with chaotic brilliance, remains one of Britain's most beloved comedians. His career, spanning decades, was a whirlwind of mishaps, magic tricks gone wrong, and a uniquely endearing brand of silliness that transcended generations. But behind the seemingly effortless buffoonery lay a man of surprising depth and complexity, a dedicated performer who meticulously crafted his act, even as he played the role of the endearingly incompetent. This biography explores the multifaceted life and career of the man who made a career out of falling apart. Born on the 19th of January, 1921 in Caerphilly, South Wales, Thomas Frederick Cooper wasn't born into a life of laughter. His childhood was marked by the hardship of the interwar period and the shadow of poverty. His father, a miner, instilled in him a strong work ethic, a trait that would later serve him well in his demanding career. This early exposure to the struggles of working-class life likely contributed to his later ability to connect with audiences on a deeply relatable level, his humor often drawing from everyday experiences and relatable frustrations. Cooper's path to comedy was far from straightforward. His early ambitions lay elsewhere. He initially trained as a magician, developing a fascination with the illusionary arts that would become a defining element of his comedic persona. His magic tricks, however, rarely went as planned, a fact that he cleverly incorporated into his act, transforming predictable failures into comedic gold. His trademark clumsy handling of props, his perpetually befuddled expressions, and his seemingly endless stream of mishaps became the very essence of his appeal. His early career involved performing in various venues, honing his skills and developing his unique style. He began performing magic professionally in the 1940s, gradually incorporating comedic elements into his act. He wasn't just a magician who told jokes, he was a comedian who happened to use magic as a vehicle for his humor. The props themselves, ill-fitting hats, oversized scarves, and malfunctioning apparatus, became extensions of his personality, enhancing the comedic impact of his routine. The 1950s and 60s saw Cooper gradually refine his persona, transforming from a relatively conventional magician into the iconic figure we know today. He cultivated a distinctive look, adopting a fez, a gift from a friend, that would become as integral to his image as his signature stammer and bewildered expressions. The fez, initially a simple prop, became a symbol of his chaotic genius, representing the unpredictable nature of his performances. His television appearances were pivotal in catapulting him to national fame. Shows like The Tommy Cooper Show gave him a platform to showcase his unique brand of humor to a vast audience. His performances were characterized by a seemingly spontaneous stream of non sequiturs, absurd jokes, and slapstick physical comedy. He expertly employed a mixture of visual and verbal gags, creating a frenetic energy that kept the audience constantly engaged. His stammer, far from being a hindrance, became a powerful comedic tool, adding to the impression of a man constantly struggling to articulate his thoughts, even as he delivered punchlines with impeccable timing. Cooper's comedic timing was legendary. He possessed an innate ability to pause, to milk a moment for maximum comedic effect. He understood the power of silence, the anticipation, the build-up before the inevitable, and often delightfully ludicrous punchline. His performances were masterclasses in comedic pacing, seamlessly weaving together the elements of his act for a uniquely captivating experience. Despite his immense popularity, Cooper remained surprisingly humble and self-deprecating. He was known for his kindness and generosity, traits that further endeared him to his audience. The man who played the role of the lovable incompetent on stage was, in reality, a dedicated and meticulous performer who crafted his act with great care and attention. His seeming randomness was, in fact, the product of careful planning and skillful execution. Further adding to the intrigue surrounding Cooper was his personal life. He was a devoted family man, despite the demands of his hectic career. His marriage to Gwen, though enduring, was reportedly marked by its share of ups and downs, reflecting the complexities behind the public persona. This private side of Cooper remains largely unexplored, adding to the mystery surrounding the legendary comedian. The tragic irony is that Tommy Cooper, the man who spent his life making millions laugh, died during a live performance on the 15th of April, 1984. He suffered a fatal heart attack on stage, clutching his fez, a fitting end for a man who had woven his life into his act, seamlessly blending the real and the imagined. His death prompted an outpouring of grief from across the nation, a testament to the profound impact he had made on British popular culture. Tommy Cooper's legacy extends beyond his comedic genius. He represented a unique blend of magic, slapstick, and observational humor that remains unmatched. His influence on subsequent generations of comedians is undeniable, his chaotic style inspiring countless performers to embrace the unexpected and the absurd. He was a master of his craft, a man who transformed his flaws into comedic strengths, and his enduring popularity is a testament to the power of his unique and unpredictable genius. His memory lives on not only in the countless reruns of his television appearances but in the laughter he continues to evoke in those who discover his work for the first time. His life was a testament to the power of embracing one's imperfections, and the profound connection that can be forged between a performer and their audience through genuine, albeit chaotic, artistry.